Hi, I'm Susie from out west Homestead. Appreciate you coming by. And I appreciate all the people that showed up on the self-promotion shout outs. And I really appreciate all you all. So thanks for doing that. I really appreciate it. So today I'm just talking about different things. And here's my Toby. So I was going to tell you about when we lived over by the foothills. We rode the horses a lot over there. It was real fun. And so we was riding close up to the foothills, and we were still in the desert, because I'd hike that desert all the time. And our horse's name was Big Red and Little Red. Little Red was my horse, and Big Red, that's what Bill rode. I would ride Big Red too, but he was 17 hands tall. He was hard to get on, because he was a quarter horse thoroughbred. So he was a tall horse. But so we was riding across the desert. So we were riding the lower part, in the desert, and then the foothills above us. I had so much fun hiking over there. There was a creek over there, and I would take the dogs over there. One day, Bill and I, when we was riding over there, there was a crack in the ground, and it was about this big, and easy for the horses, just kind of plop over it. Well, Bill was going first, and his horse Big Red, when he stepped on that crack, it was probably about this wide, and when he stepped over that crack, Big Red's feet just slid right down his back legs, right down in that crack. And he went all the way, laying on his belly. It just went all the way down. So Bill, took the reins and tried to pull him up. He just couldn't get up. His legs just couldn't, grab anything. So I had a rope, and so I put a rope on the saddle horn on Big Red's saddle. And it was rough. We thought we was going to have to go get a shovel, dig him out. And so Bill pulled on the reins, and I pulled on that saddle horn, and we got him out of that crack. It was hard, because, and he was trying with his front legs. He was, trying to get out of there. But, so we finally got him out of that crack. But you just never know. So my horse was on the other side, and I went on, so I got up on him, and I went down a little bit farther around that crack, and then just crossed over. But who ever knows when your horse gonna fall in the crack. But we had a lot of fun over there. So one time, because I went hiking a lot over there with the dogs, and that was open range, and there's a ranch family. They let their cows out and their horses on the open range, and the ranch horses. But we would see this big red horse from a distance. So one day when I was out in the desert, I could see that big red horse. So I thought, I'm going to walk over there to that horse. And he was bigger and Big Red. I think he was a thoroughbred. Because ranchers, they'll use anything, for a working horse. So I think I walked over there, and I whistled at him, and he raised his head up because he was eating. Boy, he just looked like, oh. So me and the dogs, we walked over there, and he was, real friendly. I was cautious because I wasn't sure, about him, but so I petted him, and I bet his back come up to to here, maybe more. I couldn't see over his back. Real tall horse. So so I petted him and stuff, and there was a dirt road I hooked on and started walking, and that horse come with us. I thought, well, the horse was good with the dogs. He started walking with the dogs, and they got up in front, and walking down that road, and it started sprinkling on me. And I thought, well, I wish I could ride you home. If he was a short horse, I might have, but I couldn't climb on that horse. It was way too big or tall. And so him and the dogs, they got walking down that dirt road, and they was walking a lot faster than me. So they got about 50 foot or more away from me, and they all stopped, and they took a look at me like, we're waiting for you, come on. And that horse, when the dogs did that, that horse turned its head like, oh, we're waiting, come on. And that horse didn't know where it was going, it just following the dogs. That was so cute. Knowing, you know, what ranch let them horses out on that rangeland, so so he went all the way home with me. He went in the yard, and there was some grass, and we had a big yard at the time, and he just ate some grass. And so when Bill, he was gone, he come home, I said, we need to contact that family, tell them that range horse is over here. But what a pet that horse was. It wanted to just go home with us. And so they come by the next day and picked him up and took him off. About a week later, in a real far distance, we could see that big red horse off by a hillside. Well, they just took him home and turned him back out. But that's what they do with their range horses, just turn them out. We seen one time this mama horse back there, she come out of this canyon. We seen her back in there, and she just had a baby, and she was not quite red, but sort of. But her baby, it was a little boy, and that horse was jet red with blue eyes. That was the cutest little baby, and I don't think that ranch. I bet that horse was probably 15 miles away from the ranch, and they probably didn't even know, you know, it had its baby. But that was the cutest horse with them pretty blue eyes, that little baby. But she seen us, and she just walked off. She was a real gentle type of horse. She just walked off. We didn't bother her or anything, and she just went on. And I thought, how cute. But anyway, that's what they do with their range horses. They turn them out. They lease that land. It's BLM land, and Bureau of Land Management, and they lease that. I guess they lease hundreds of acres, because it's gobs of acres back there. And sometimes we'd find them range horses by water holes, and they just look at us. They don't bother us or nothing. But it was fun hiking over there. And what else was I was gonna say? Bill, he told me he seen on the internet this guy got bit by a rattlesnake, and how many, I forgot what he said. It was quite a bit of antivenom they had to use on that guy, because he was real bad off. And anyway, it's $2,000 a bag. And when I got bit with that first rattlesnake, I had 8 bags of that. So, oh my gosh, could you imagine trying to pay that off if you didn't have insurance? So I had 8 bags on that first one. I don't remember the second time. I don't think I had that many. But anyway, he was talking about how rough it was to get bit. And for y'all that don't know, I was bit, and that first rattlesnake, I was down picking some plants, and when I reached down there, this rattlesnake bit me, and I was sitting on a garden chair, and boy, I jumped up as soon as that thing bit me, and it stuck to my finger right here. And when I jumped up, I had to flip him off. I don't know if his tooth stuck in my bone or what, but whew, boy, did I flip him off. And so I kind of fell back because I had my garden chair there, and my hero dog, Ben, I don't know if he knew or heard the snake or what. Boy, I mean, he was just like that. He was just there, and he was barking at that snake, getting that snake away from me, because that snake was looking at him. So I could get up and get out of there. And I just let Ben keep it, you know. I didn't try to kill it, because it don't take too long for your hand just go into a spasm, and it hurts. It just really hurts. And anyway, Ben just, and we did find the snake about 3 days after that. So we got rid of him. But I was walking all around that plant until I sit down to grab the bottom leaf. He had a little dugout place where he was curled up because it was cold, and he didn't even rattle. And you think snakes always rattle. They don't. If they're cold, they don't rattle. They just lay there. So he nailed me. But it's pretty horrible pain. It's just terrible. I can't hardly tell you, but what happened after that, my hand wouldn't shut for a long time, and I had a lot of pain. The pain never did go away. It got a little milder through the time, but it took 4 years before I could carve again, to use my hand. And Bill, he would cut up all my food for me. I just couldn't, my hand was just froze. You know, it was stuck. And it was like mental powers trying to concentrate on my hand to get my hand moving. I did it all the time, trying to think and think and think. You know, you're willing your hand to move, and then it would start moving a little bit. At first it was like this, and then I finally got it down like that. But it just took forever to get my hand back working. So don't get bit by a rattlesnake. Oh my gosh. But anyway, it took 8 bags of that to make me better. At $2,000 a bag. Oh my gosh. And they said if I keep getting bit, we're going to use your blood for antivenom for people. I said, I don't want to get bit again. My second when I got bit, it was a baby snake back this. It was about 18 inches long, and it was the same thing. It didn't rattle. And I was picking up rocks off this rock wall, putting them back up, and that it was under a little hanging rock. I didn't hear it, I didn't see it, and it just nabbed me. In fact, I thought my finger was hit by a thorn, but it wouldn't stop bleeding. So I went back out to check, moving some rocks around, and there was that rattlesnake. It felt just like a thorn going in me, but that wasn't too bad, because I already had that. Once you get bit, and that's how dogs are, once you get bit, you do get immune to it, and the next time it's always better. So anyway, I just want to tell you about the cost of that anti-venom. That is high. So that's all I got for now. Oh yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my snake bite. This is my fanny pack when I go horseback riding. I always take it because I carry my keys, my wallet in it. And And I got a rattlesnake kit on here to help if you get bit by a rattlesnake. So here's the kit, and you can get these at Walmart, and I just love this type of kit. I have used it on a dog and pulled the venom right back out. We got to her real quick, and it works. But on my case, I got bit right here, and my hand was already spasm and going a lot of pain, and Bill was gone. So I was trying to do it, and I just couldn't do it. If he was here, you know, we probably could, you know, help, but I just couldn't do it by myself the way I got bit, because it got me close into here. So this is a great kit. Oh, and it's kind of like looks like a needle. It comes with this. They want, you know, if you got hair on you, get the hair off. Some people are real hairy, so they want you to get the hair off. So the suction cup will do better. So here's this thing, the extractor. That's what pulls out that venom. Then you got this little cups here, and so I'll show you what you do. You hook that on there. Pull this out. It's just like a needle. So you'll shoot the air back out, and then it'll hook onto you. Oh, and there it's stuck. It's just like a suction cup. And when we used it on a dog, we seen that venom just pour out of her face. So you just let that do the work, and it'll suck that venom right back out. And it's not just for rattlesnakes, it's for copperheads or water moskins, or I think any poison bug or snake. So there. So it works, because we did use it on a dog, but because it was right in this little place, I just couldn't get it in there. My hand was in a spasm, hurting real bad, and I got the whole thing bloody. It was bleeding, but I just couldn't get it right where I needed to with one of them cups. But if it bit me somewhere else, I probably could have used it, and I would have used it real fast. But these are handy, and just a nice little kit. So I do recommend, you know, having a kit like this on hand. And I take it, and you know, if you're a hiker, leave one in your car, put one in your fanny pack. Just be safe on it. But I do like the idea of this, shaving that hair off real quick so the suction cup can grab hold of you. Anyway, I want to show you my snake bite kit. We got each horse, or each saddle we got in our fanny packs. On the saddle we got one for each horse. And then when I go hiking and we're away from the car, I'll have mine right here. I'll always take it no matter what. So just you know, be safe, because we do have a lot of rattlesnakes around here. And that water canyon that we filmed the other day, a lot of people has been bit in that area because there's a lot of rattlesnakes over there. And luckily we didn't see none. I think it was too cool that morning. But anyway, so I just want to talk about this and that. So I appreciate y'all coming by and watching Out West Homestead. Thank you a lot. Bye.